The Liberals and NDP have reached a deal that will keep the Trudeau minority government in power until 2025. But both party leaders say it's not a coalition. We're joined live now by former NDP MP Olivia Chow. Olivia, it's so great to have you with us on the show to talk about this. To give our viewers some context, you've been in politics a very long time. You've seen minority governments where agreements like this have happened in the past. So maybe you can highlight some of the accomplishments that have come out of these past agreements.
Well, Jennifer, you know, as Canadians, what makes us feel proud is Medicare, pension, Canadian flag. Where did that come from? That started with Tommy Douglas, which was the founder of the New Democratic Party of Canada. And at the time that Pearson was the prime minister, they got together and said, hey, we need to make sure that Canadians can have the health care support they need, no matter what kind of income. That's the birth of Medicare, and then the pension, OH security. All of that came when people work together. And there's one thing that I know, and because I teach now, what we say is stronger together. When you work together, you have the power to make a difference. And whether it is kids in kindergarten or in high school or politicians in the House of Commons, when they work together, they're stronger, there are more ideas. And this is what it is. It's an agreement so that there will be ways to benefit Canadians, which is wonderful, I think.
Right, and coming out of a 2-year pandemic and now a war in Europe, many people might say that we could use all the stability and predictability, especially in government. Olivia, a lot of things are being kind of drafted out in this agreement in terms of what the Liberal and NDP government seek to do, such as universal dental care, pharmacare, housing, as well as issues on climate change that they're going to tackle. So I know that when you were a city councillor, you were actually the architect of a free dental program in the city for kids and seniors. Maybe focus on how this upcoming dental care plan is going to affect thousands of children in the country.
Yeah, actually, that started when the medical officer of health in the late 90s came to a city council meeting and showed us photos of kids having really bad teeth and how much pain they're experiencing and how it influenced their whole life if they have bad teeth growing up. And we were persuaded to expand a small program just at the heart of the city of Toronto to all over Toronto. At that time, it was the mecca city, right? And as a result, kids and seniors got free dental care if their income back then was under $30,000. We know the reason why we have Medicare is because we need it, but teeth is part of our body. Why wouldn't it be covered, right? And it's so expensive, and it hurts so much. And so at the time when we expanded the program, there were a lot of people that were very skeptical. And then they realized, oh my God, it makes such a difference in families' life, especially low-income families, both in terms of pain level, because you know what? One way or another, we pay for it. There are some people, if they can't afford dental care, they wait till it rots, and then they end up in emergency, and that costs us even more money. It's better that they have the prevention and the care they need when they need it, rather than end up in emergency, because that's way too expensive. So, so this deal actually has dental care, affordable medication, Child Care Act, and energy retrofit for homes, 10 sick days, all of those things that make life affordable. That's what governments are supposed to do, in my mind.
Right, and we certainly know that things are getting increasingly more expensive these days. Olivia Chow, I'm afraid that's all the time we have to discuss this. I wanted to get into the difference between an agreement and a coalition, but we'll have to save that conversation for next time. But really appreciate you coming on the show this afternoon to talk about all of this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.